heavy rainfall from an intertropical convergence zone, shear line and low pressure area submerged 11 barangays of the city to chest or waist deep flooding, paralyzing infrastructure and requiring over 1,000 truck trips to haul floodwaters. These events demonstrate the critical importance of upholding legal safeguards against encroachment in vulnerable zones. Article 51 of Presidential Decree number 1067.
May isang Yusek Bernardo na tinanggal sa pwesto. Kasama ba siya dito sa Kabagan Bridge?
Sa pagkakalam ko po, hindi po siya kasama dito sa Kabagan Santa Maria Bridge. Dahil hindi naman po lumitaw sa aming
Parang yung
pag-imbestiga.
timing siya yung pinarusahan.
Mukhang siya yata yung pinarusahan. Pero hindi ko po alam dahil base sa aming investigasyon na nakalap ng aking tanggapan, hindi po lumalabas ang kanyang pangalan.
Ang pinagtatakahan namin, 5 buwan na nga ang nakalipas, sino ang mananagot nito? Kadami-daming mga pangalan. At yun nga, nakakalito kasi pa iba-iba yung report. Tuwing hihingi ako ng report, iba na naman itsura, iba na naman ang listahan. Ano ba talaga?
Siguro
Magpakatotoo sila, sister.
Pag na-refer na po ito sa appropriate committee, halimbawa siguro sa committee ni Senator Marcoleta, sa Committee on Blue Ribbon, siguro siguro patawag natin yung mga nabanggit kong mga opisyalis ng DPWH para sila po ang sumagot sa ating mga katanungan kung bakit ilang linggo pa lang pag nung nagawa yung retrofitting, nung nagawa yung tulay, bumagsak agad. Siguro yun lang siguro tangi ko masasagot, Ginoong Pangulo.
So with that, thank you very much, Senator Estrada. And with that, I'd like to move that the privileged speech of the good senator be referred to the Committee on Blue Ribbon and a comprehensive report, a comprehensive and final report. Huwag yung pa iba-iba at hindi binabanggit yung ibang pangalan. Maibigay sa mga senador once and for all para matuklasan kung pananagutan nga ni Asek Bueno, Malaluan, Yusek Pipo, Cabral at Kanglas itong pangyayari na nakakalugmok sa aming lahat na umaasa lamang sa infrastrukturang maayos sa ating solid north. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. President, at this juncture, the good gentleman, Senator Erwin Tulfo, is also seeking the floor to deliver his privileged speech. May I move that he be recognized, Mr. President?
Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized to deliver his privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, esteemed colleagues of this august chamber, today I rise and take the floor on matters of personal and collective privilege concerning a growing and deeply troubling issue in one of the most environmentally rich and biodiverse provinces of our country, Palawan. In the highly urbanized city of Puerto Princesa, I have received reports and personally witnessed how waterways such as rivers, creeks, and canals there have been diverted, piped over, or outright buried beneath roads and commercial properties. The consequences are already visible: urban flooding and severe siltation of surrounding coastal and marine ecosystems. On July 19, 2025, Mr. President, Tropical Depression Christine forced the evacuation of 6,375 residents across 31 barangays in Puerto Princesa City due to massive flooding, underscoring the growing intensity of inundation in the city. And last February 10, 2025, heavy rainfall from an intertropical convergence zone, shear line and low pressure area submerged 11 barangays of the city to chest or waist deep flooding, paralyzing infrastructure and requiring over 1,000 truck trips to haul floodwaters. These events demonstrate the critical importance of upholding legal safeguards against encroachment in vulnerable zones. Article 51 of Presidential Decree number 1067, or the Water Code of the Philippines, expressly provides that the banks of rivers and streams and shores of the seas and lakes throughout the entire length and within a zone of 3 meters in urban areas, 20 meters in agricultural areas, and 40 meters in forested areas along their margins are subject to the easement of public use in the interest of recreation, navigation, floatage, fishing, and salvage. No person shall be allowed to stay in this zone longer than what is necessary for recreation, navigation, floatage, fishing, or salvage, or to build structures of any kind. Additionally, the unauthorized obstruction of a river or waterway or occupancy of a river bank or seashore without permission is punishable under Article 91 of the Water Code of the Philippines. Mr. President, the continued presence of illegal structures is not only a blatant violation of our environmental laws. It is also an affront to environmental integrity and a ticking time bomb for the safety and welfare of communities downstream. Our laws are clear. It is the duty of the local government units, the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development, the Department of Public Works and Highways, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and the National Water Resource Board to ensure the protection and upkeep of water system, not just for current use, but for future generations. If we allow this, Mr. President, not only are we setting a dangerous precedent, but we are also failing in our constitutional duty to protect the environment and uphold public interests over private gain. Therefore, I strongly urge the Senate, number one, to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation to strengthen the existing relevant environmental laws and enforcement mechanisms. Two, direct the PCSD, DNR, DPWH, and DILG to investigate and submit a full report on the unauthorized structures obstructing waterways and natural drainage systems in the region, specifically identifying the persons responsible for building these illegal structures and public officials who are accountable for approving building permits for these illegal structures in the area. And finally, Mr. President, let this chamber send a strong message that no one, not even powerful individuals or businesses, can place private interests above public safety, ecological balance, and the rule of law. Palawan is a national treasure, Mr. President. Its rivers, springs, and creeks are not just part of its natural beauty. They are lifelines for communities, for agriculture, for ecosystems that sustain life. Let us not wait until the next flood, the next drought, or the next landslide to occur before we act, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.